Introduction to Pixellab. So welcome here guys. So I welcome you to my channel, and in today's video I'll be teaching you all the basics things you need to know about Pixellab. So everything you need to know about Pixellab is what we'll be discussing today. And if you are watching my video for the first time, kindly give this video a thumbs up by subscribing to my channel. Press the subscribe button and also press the notification button so that you will get notified whenever I upload creative video like this. So without further ado, let's quickly start with today's tutorial. So the first thing we are going to do here is to open our Play Store. So this is the Pixellab. This is the icon, but this is pro version. So let's go to our Play Store so that you see how the original version look like. Alright, so let's search for Pixellab. Okay, this is Pixellab. This is the icon. This is how it look like. So let's go to about the app. About this app. So as you can see, this is the little introduction about the Pixellab. So this is just a little introduction, and this is all the features that we are going to be working with in order to have a better understanding. So and here they say Pixellab photo editor. So hiding stylish text, 3D text, shape, sticker and drawing on top of your picture has never been easier. So with a simple and clean interface that lets you focus on whatever you are doing. Yes, and the main thing here is that using Pixellab you'll be able to create stunning graphics and amazing design. So those are the keyword that we have to take here. And this is the features we are going to be working here. They say text. So let's quickly start with text. So they say add and customize as much text object as you want. So let's quickly start with text. So let's open the Pixellab. So I will not be updating it here because I have it on my phone already, and the one that I'm having on my phone is just a pro version and nothing much. So it's almost the same thing. The only difference that is there is the fonts that came up with this one. So this one has so many fonts. So this is the work I'm cooking. So let me just exit it. Alright, let me open it again. Alright, so this is how the interface, this is how the Pixellab look like. So let me delete this. Alright, so we want to start with text. So you now click on this plus icon here, click here, and you will go to text. Click on text. So you now drag it here, and you will now click on this A. If you want to edit your text, you will now click on this A. So after you click on this A, click on edit. So right here, let me just write introduction to Pixellab. Introduction to Pixellab. Introduction to Pixellab. Alright, so introduction to Pixellab. So let me write it like this. Introduction to Pixellab. Alright, so let's give it a font. So we now go to fonts. So alright, let me just give it a good font here. Let me just look for any font that is good. So when you are designing, you have to take as you can see, there are so many fonts here. I will also be uploading a video soon on how you can install font to Pixellab. So there are so many fonts here. So it depends on the work you are doing. So that will determine the kind of font that you are going to use. Alright, so let me just use this. So the next thing to talk about is that let's go to the Play Store again. So they say 3D text. So create 3D text and overlay then on top of your images, or have them stand on their own in a cool poster. So let's quickly talk about 3D text. So this 3D, don't forget we are still working on this text. So you now go to 3D text. This 3D text here. Let's click on it and see how it's good. So we just enable it. So as you can see, so this depth, this is how it will work. So let me increase it a little bit. So this depth, this height work, and this darking, as you can see, is giving it effect already. So this rotation, can rotate it like this, can rotate it like this. This Y rotation, you can see, can do it like this, and this Z rotation, so this one is just normal rotate, just a normal rotate. Alright, so this light angle, so you can also, this intensity, as you can see, the shadow, you can give it a shadow, specular hardness. So there are so many effects here, so you can also use color, can give it a color, can give the 3D color. So let me give you the blue color. So now we've talked about 3D text. So the next thing to talk about is that text effects. So make your text stand out with dozens of text effects like shadow, inner shadow, stroke, background, reflection, emboss, masked 3D text. So those are the things that we are going to be working with. So when you are giving your text a shadow, inner shadow, stroke, so you are giving that text an effect. So let's quickly work on it. So the first thing I will do here is that the text effect. So let's go to, don't forget we are working with text. So we are working with text. So let's go to, let me start from here. So we've already gave it a font, so there is a font here. So let's go to style after font. So this one is just want to make it italic, and also make it, you want to put a line there. So let's undo it back. So this one is curve, so we are not working with curve here. Alright, so let's go to stroke. So let's enable the stroke. Okay, before that, let me quickly give it a background so that this text will be visible very well. So let me give it this background is okay. So let me give it this background. Alright, so let's give it, okay, we stop at stroke. Okay, stroke. So let's enable the stroke. You see this stroke width, as you can see, the default stroke here is black, so I can change it to blue. So there are so many strokes here, so you can decrease it like this. Okay, let me use red. So let me put it like 2 is okay. So I can, it depends on the project we are working with. So as you can see, this is nice. So let me undo it. So the next thing to do now is that let's go to, so we've talked about stroke. Now shadow, let's give it a shadow. Let's enable the shadow, and let's the blur radius. Okay, that shadow should be black. Let's give it a black. So offset, as you can see how the effect, so this is how to give your text a shadow. So you can put this one to -2, and this +2, so let's enable it like this. This blur radius, we can decrease it like this, like 2, as you can see. So this is awesome already. It's awesome already. So let's go to inner shadow. As you can see, this is inner shadow, so you can give it to, as you can see the effect there, see the y-axis. Alright, so we have emboss. Let's enable it. We have emboss, as you can see, so this emboss, it's also good. So alright, so perspective, this perspective is just like 3D, so we use it to rotate text. I don't know if you may come across something like this. So you must have come across something like this. So this is how it's been done. So they are using emboss, as you can see the effect there, see how it's looking like. So let me undo it. Alright, so what's the next thing here? So I think that's all for here. So you can also give your text a background. So you can give it a background like this left padding. You can do it like this. As you can see, there is a background there. Background there. So this. Alright, so let's quickly go to the next one. The next one is text color. So this time around we're giving our text a color. So they say set your text to any fill option you want. So be a simple color in inner gradient. So let's give our text a color. So but this time around let me just use learn the basic function of Pixellab tools. Alright, so this is what I want to work with now. This is what I want to work with now. So but this time around let's give it alignment. Let me work with alignment here. So we now go to align. This is align. So let me put it to, you can position it to the left side and right side. You can align it to the right side, but this time around let me align it to the middle. So I'll align it to the middle. So you can go to relative position, and if you want to put it in the middle automatically, just click on this relative position, so to position it to the middle without even dragging it with your hand. So right here, let's give it a color. So I will just go to color. So you can pick the color from, you can give it any color. As you can see, there are so many colors here. So you can also pick the color from plus here. So you can drag in your hand like this. As you can see, there are so many colors here also that you can use. There are so many colors here. So let me just use this. So you can also use gradient. There are also gradient. Gradient means mixing two or more colors together. So when you are using two or more colors, so that means gradients. As you can see, there are two colors here. It's not only one. So and you can also do it manually by doing like this. So it's depend on how you want to work to it. So let's just use this one. Alright, so and there is something I also want to teach you. So let's say you want to edit the text by putting the color there. Let's say I want to these two here, I want to give it another color. Let's say I want to give it color red, as you can see. So this is how to do it. So let's say I want to give this Pixellab also another color. So we make sure you copy this text is on Pixellab. This thing that I'm dragging here, make sure it's on Pixellab. So and you can locate the any color that you want to give it to it. So let's say I want to give it a, let's say, yellow color. As you can see the effect there. See the effect there. So the next thing to do now is that our time has gone. So let's quickly talk about the remaining one. So the stickers. So the stickers. So Pixellab has stickers. So if you are using the normal version, these stickers you may not understand it very well. So but there's also a sticker in the normal version of Pixellab. So this sticker, click on it. So those are the stickers that you can use. You can see there are so many stickers here. So a lot of stickers here. So you can press this, and those are stickers. You can use it for design. This emojis. There are so many emojis here. So let's away from that. So and also import image. So let me quickly teach you on how you can import image to Pixellab. So let's say you want to import something. Let's say we want to give this our picture a background. So let's just look for a good background there. So if you want to import anything to your Pixellab, click on this plus icon here and click from gallery. So and if you don't want to do it like that, there are so many options here. You can also use another way. There's another way of doing it. So let me quickly do it in another way. So let's say you don't want to press here and you want to import any images. So click on this import. So it will direct you to your gallery or any place you store your photo in. So let's just go to AI gallery. So let me look for a background that I can use, any background that I can use for the sake of this tutorial. So let me see if I can see a background here. Okay. Let me import this. Let me import this. So if you want to position it, if you want to centralize it, you can use it and drag it like this. And if you don't want to use it and go to relative size, and this width, increase it to 100, this height, increase it. As you can see, it has been centralized. So, and it has covered our text. So how are we going to do it back in order for that text to show up? So we now click here. So there are so many ways you can do it. Either you press here to back, so as you can see, it has moved to the back. So if you want to move it to front, or you can also do it like this by putting this text on top like this. So those are the way. And this background is too heavy, so let's erase the opacity. So you can reduce the opacity. So as you can see, the text is now, the contrast of that text has been increased. So that's how to import any images to your Pixellab. So okay, change background. So I think that's also that's the background. So we've talked about the background, how to import something to your background. So making a gradient or image as save as. So save as project. So let's say you want to save your work on Pixellab, click here. So there are two options here. You want to save it as a project. Let's say you are designing, you are working on the design and you haven't finished it. So you want to save it as a project. Maybe you can come back on it later. So you can just click here, save as project, and you can name the design a title. So let me just put introduction to Pixellab. So let me click on it. So, and let's say you later want to work on the project, but you have already saved it as a project and you want to come back and work on it. So we now click here, click this place here, and click my project. So we now click on that thing you are working with and click on OK. As you can see, it has been pop up. So all the thing you are doing with the design is already here, so you can easily work on it again. Or let me say you want to save it to your let's say you have already finished it and you want to save your work. So you can click here, save as image. So this transparency, so we don't have anything to do here, don't have anything to do with this format. So what we are working with is this dimension. So, and make sure you save your work. I will recommend it to quality here, to quality dimension here. Either you save it as a custom or you save it as ultra. So let me just save this as ultra. So immediately you save it like this, it will be saved to your gallery directly. So that's how to save your work and a project. So the next thing to do that is the image effects. So let's say I want to enhance image, okay, including strip and saturation. Okay, let's say I want to give my image an effect. So this time around we are not working with text, but I don't want to delete it. Let me just close it like this. So you want to mute anything you are doing. So let's say you don't want to delete it and you want to make it invisible, so you can click here. So as you can see, this text is still here but it's invisible now. So that means I've already closed it. So let me close the background and the text. So let's quickly import any image that we can edit. So you can also use Pixellab to edit your pictures. So I will just walk you through on how it's been done here now. So let me quickly upload any image that you can easily see how it's been done. So this is the image I'm working with now. So this time around, so let's edit this image. This image is looking nice already, but let's just give it some retouch in order to look more nicer. So now let me quickly Let me quickly go to color filters. Let me go to color filters. Color filters. Okay, color filters. Yes. So this hue you can increase it to like 10. So let's give it like 5. This saturation, let's give it like 10. As you can see the effect, that it's giving it. The brightness, can give it to like 5. This contrast, can give it to like 4, as you can see. So this hue you can position it, as you can see, it's depend on the design you are working with. So let me just leave it. It's depend on the design you are working with. So, but let me just leave it in a normal size, like, okay, let me leave it like 10. No, 5 is okay. I don't want it to be too much. Alright, so this is how to edit image on Pixellab. So okay, export your image import. So we've already talked about like 70% of Pixellab tools. So by the time you are designing, so you understand everything better. So the next thing I want to teach you here is that, okay, let me open this text back. So let me introduce you to shape. So shape. Alright, so click here, this plus icon here, click on shapes. So this is shape. So there are so many shapes here. We have circle, we have rectangle, angle. So it depends on the design we are working with. But let me just go this one. Yeah. So alright, so this radius, as you can see, this radius, this how it look like. So let me just give this design a 7. So this opacity, so you've already know what this opacity means. If you want to make it more light, and if you want to reduce the opacity, this is how it's been done. So let me just leave it like this. And this color, so you can change the shape color here. So you can give it to any color you want. Let me just leave it like white. The stroke, so you can also give it a stroke, as you can see. You can give it a stroke. And this opacity, you can reduce the stroke opacity here. So the stroke color, you can also give it like this. You can give it any color you want. So this blur radius, you want to make it blur. So this is how it's been done. So after you finish it, so you can mark it. So and don't forget, I've already taught you on how you can have spoke about it earlier on how you can move your design. So let's say I want to move this to the back. I want this text to be on top. So I'll just click here and move it here like this. As you can see, it has been on top. So the next thing I will also talk about is, let's see if we can still see anything to talk about here. Alright, so this Max 2 and Ambisia. So I will create another tutorial on how you can use them, but let me just introduce it to you right here. Let me introduce it to you right here. Okay. So this is Specia. So this Specia, they use it mostly for logo design. So they use it mostly for logo design. So if you want to design a cool logo, this is most thing that you can use. So let's say you want to move it, click here. So you'll be moving it around. Let's say you want to position it very well. So this is how it's been done. Let's say you want to add another layers there. So this is how they are doing it. Alright, so draw. Let's say you want to draw. So you want to draw anything. So you can use around to draw anything on Pixellab. So you can undo it. So let's say you want to increase the pen size and the smoothness. As you can see, this is how it's been done. So let me undo it here. So there are so many things there you can still know about Pixellab, but for the sake of this tutorial, so we need to stop here. Okay, let's say you want to edit your background. Let's say we don't have any background here. Let me close everything here. And you want to give it a background. You want to create a background for all the design. So you can use this thing like this. You can see this blue, and you can give the background an effect. So this thing is meant for effect. Let's say you want to give it a saturation. so you can do it here. So the hue, you want to change the color, the hue color. So and you want to change the contrast, so brightness and the strips. So all this thing is meant for background effects. Alright, so this is the mini introduction about Pixellab. So thank you for watching. So don't forget, if you are watching my video for the first time, kindly click the subscribe button and also press the notification button so that you will get notified whenever I upload any creative video like this. So see you in the next video. Bye for now.